It's the last sheet with planks. Hey, new pencil. Oh no, here it is. I put it in my pocket. I got 2 pencils now. Hair pencil is best pencil. Bet you want to know how I got the camera up in the ceiling. Wow. You'll never find out. The day after I epoxied my first scarf joint. Yeah. Let's see. This part is solid as fuck. Well, I've sanded down my first scarf joint. It's not 100% even. Now, it does seem a little bit weaker, so when I shake this, like it's definitely bending at that point. Yeah, I think this joint is probably definitely weaker than the rest of the wood. I got a few new things to play with today. So after I made up the putty with the wood dust, I wasn't that happy with it, and probably would be okay if I had have sieved it out. So I made sure that there was only like the absolute finest dust in there, the wood flour, so they call it, and filtered out all the other stuff. But I wasn't super happy with it. I went to my dealer and got some of this stuff. This would be more for making fillets when I'm actually making joining 2 pieces of wood together. And I think this will be used in the scarf joints because it makes it's an adhesive, so it's supposed to make like a super sticky, stronger joint if you use it sort of as a glue. And I bought some fiberglass tape here as well, which I'm going to use to cover the joint that I made the other day, just to give it a bit more strength. Oh, I hope I don't have to do any baking today. Feels good. Measuring cup. This time, paper towels at the ready. I should have cut this before, but I have a knife, so why don't we say there. First, I'm just going to paint the entire surface with epoxy. You want to make sure that it's really in the wood, not just sort of sitting on top of it, I think. I mean, this isn't my first epoxy rodeo. Oh, and there's one of my hairs, which will be immortalized in the poke. And in 10,000 years, I'll get my DNA out of it. And they'll have their way with me. That's pretty good. And I'll just paint more epoxy over the top. You're going to be really careful when you're doing the edges though, because you'll pull the threads out of the weave. Don't be shy. It's only expensive. But if you were worried about money, you wouldn't be building a boat, would you? Now we're going to go over here. Just move this a bit. It's not painting here. Ooh, you're a thirsty boy, aren't you? Soaking in all that epoxy. This is probably the most crucial joint on the entire boat. So, let's not fuck it up, shall we? Who am I talking to? Just a robot? Just a robot, man. apparently you can clean these paintbrushes with acetone. I've tried it before, it didn't ever really work for me, but it's at the hardware store and they had this fiberglass cleanup liquid. And I'm like, ooh, fancy fiberglass cleanup liquid, what could that be? Like, I might be interested in that. But in brackets underneath in tiny lettering, it's just like acetone. Like, well, mate, well, I don't need to pay you fucking $20 for 400 mils of fucking acetone, mate. But it's epoxy cleanup fluid. That makes it fucking fancy as fuck, apparently. Some people, mate, try and sell you anything. Now this is really microparticulates, and I don't want that in my lungs, so this thing. Just do a really tiny bit at a time. See if I can get it on the paintbrush and paint it along here. And the bits which I think took the most gap. Maybe I'll get a little bit of the powder and just kind of sprinkle it all over. Is this a smart idea? I'm not sure, but hey. I'm going to go with maybe. I think I'm going to mix up a little bit more epoxy. Spread it nice and thick. It's really thickly spread with epoxy now. And well, let's just hope for the best. Now I need to get this all squeezed down as much as possible. Should be pretty well aligned. Drew some lines up here. Can you help me? Need some big heavy things. Not sure if these are heavy enough. So I took it apart accidentally, but I put it up here, and now I'm gonna get some clamps. But it really is getting pretty thick. So hopefully I haven't fucked it up. Damn, I don't think this is going to work either. I think it's just going to have to be floor and the heaviest things I can possibly find. I hope I fucked this up. What am I doing? Alright, I really need to make sure I have a strategy for this next time. The epoxy was still pretty gooey. So, this is all the heavy stuff that I could find. Clamps, no good, didn't work, and I was just fucking around. But, so I got a nice flat tabletop, put it on top, a bunch of boxes. They're filled with shit, they're filled with books, they're heavy. That's probably maybe almost 100 kilos pressing down. So hopefully there's no wrinkles in the top underneath which cause any issues, but I think that this arrangement is probably as much weight as I can get on it. And I lined it back up with the marks that I put on the floor, and everything's lined up nicely. That's big and heavy. Oh my god, that was just too stressful. Okay, number one rule with epoxy: have everything prepared and no surprises no alarms. Just have everything planned out exactly, because once you mix that epoxy, that's it, bro. The countdown starts. Mate, I have had enough tonight, I can tell you that for free.